right hand, catch with the left. Touchdown, touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m., check out. Might give her one foul, just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. And plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. Right. And I don't need you to okay it. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Cam Newton and the Carolina Panthers. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Here we go. 180!
Check.
Lock! Hey, alert!
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Garoppolo. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that. First drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
65.
On 2nd down and 4. Garoppolo over the middle. He finds Pettis complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Here we go.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to grade the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll run with Coleman on first down. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 29, Garoppolo. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. The shotgun snap for Newton. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
This is something that we expected to see. McCaffrey used out of the backfield. 107 catches in 2018, the most in one season by an NFL running back.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Credit the sack to Fred Warner.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately. I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Newton. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. They'll run on 1st down. Coleman, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead, and that should be a fun one.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
You got to stay with it.
That's true. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Garoppolo now on the screen. This is Coleman. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Here we go. 180.
On 1st down, it's Coleman. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 39, Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
think. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Here we go.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. This will be caught at about the 6. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Newton. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
12 yards as they get to reset the sticks.
Ready? Right to the 3.
54. Good job, man. Turn up. Get that ball.
To the air again. Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. And that's caught inside the 30. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Jordan Matthews, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Newton. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards.
Here we go. Katie. Express. 20.
On first down, it's Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A very solid gain of 27. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off...
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Extra point try good by Gano. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Garrett Selleck, the tight end, was the target. And it's third down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, D-line,
on play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a fumble return for the 49er touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've reached, well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Newton. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read.
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's more. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Let's go.
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Yeah. You don't want none.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. DJ Hayden, the corner, in on the tackle.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Garoppolo to try again after the pick 6. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. That's Luke Kuechly with a sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack on 1st down, Garoppolo. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Bruce Irvin able to record his 5th sack of the season.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Garoppolo looks to throw, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. Getting it to their back out of the backfield.
The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they've dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Watch the slot.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
At the 50-yard line.
Here we go.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down at 17. Newton now to throw. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
They'll roll him out right, and that's incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They begin the drive with Coleman. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Panthers will take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Newton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To try again after the sack. Newton over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. A looming decision to make on the conversion. Down 7, but first things first. They need to score as they come up. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. A very important extra point there, up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
From the 27, Garoppolo to the right side, caught by Saleh. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Garoppolo now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now they hand off to Coleman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Left side, caught by Matthews. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Coleman. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. Down the numbers. There he goes. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. So many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end, Selleck. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
The throw over the middle taken in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Second and 2 at their 48-yard line.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to...
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's got room. The 20, 10, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Watch the run. They're running it.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this is Selleck here with a grab. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready? 180. 56. Mike, 56. 80. Express. 20.
throwing here. Newton throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Christian McCaffrey, last year's catch leader among running backs, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Watch the slack.
They fake the give. Newton. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. In this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you can hear it in your voice.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get...
This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Niners, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.